Greetings, my name is Melissa Smith, Business Services Consultant and Lead Rapid Response Coordinator for GuilfordWorks. We want to thank you for joining us today to learn about the employer resources that are available to you during the COVID-19 crisis. Throughout this presentation today, you will learn about the process to file a WARN notice. From there, you will learn about the rapid response services provided to you from GuilfordWorks and NCWorks, learn about the unemployment filing assistance, employer supportive services, and then we will close. The WARN Act is provided to you to protect workers, their families, and their communities by requiring employers to provide 60 days advance notice of certain plant closings and mass layoffs. Employers are required to file a WARN notice if they are preparing to take one of the following actions. If you close a plant that affects at least 50 employees during any 30-day period, or you're conducting a mass layoff of at least 500 employees, or a layoff impacting between 50 to 499 employees when that number represents at least 1/3 of the employer's workforce. You must file your WARN notice with the following information: all affected workers or their representatives, also with the North Carolina Division of Workforce Solutions, a unit of the NC Department of Commerce. During the COVID-19 pandemic, a company can temporarily lay off employees for a duration not to exceed 6 months without having to file an official WARN notice. If you are needing to file a WARN notice, you are required to contact the Rapid Response Team at the NC Division of Workforce Solutions. Their number is 1-800-562-6333. Choose option 2 under Business Services. Or you can email them at dws_businessservices@ncommerce.com. Rapid Response is an early intervention program that helps employers and workers facing layoffs, closures, and other sensitive business actions. Once you file your official WARN notice, the Rapid Response Team is deployed within 48 hours to assist that company and the affected employees. Some of those reasons can include downsizing or restructuring, federal action impacting defense, natural disasters, plant locations, or bankruptcy. Once this team has been deployed, we will assess the situation with the company and work with the officials to plan the most appropriate response. Rapid response teams can provide the following services to businesses. We can develop a plan of action best suited to the workers of the affected business. We can distribute information on public services, such as our career centers through NCWorks and through our educational training providers. We also develop a plan to assess funds as well as supportive services for those impacted employees. And we can offer specialized assistance, such as job fairs, financial planning workshops, and interest aptitude assessments or other specialized services. According to the Division of Employment Security, if you are laid off work temporarily or if your hours are reduced due to a business slowdown or a lack of demand as a result of COVID-19, you may be eligible to receive unemployment benefits. In order to determine that type of eligibility, you must first apply for unemployment. Those requirements can include: you must be unemployed due to no fault of your own. DES will make this determination based upon information provided by you and your last employer. You also must be considered monetarily eligible, meaning you have earned sufficient wages to establish a claim. And lastly, you must register for work with your residence state job service office. In North Carolina, that service is NCWorks, and if you click on the link, it'll take you directly to our website. The process to file your claim is fast. The fastest and most efficient way to file a new claim is to file online at des.nc.gov. If you do not have access to a computer, you may file over the phone by calling 888-737-0259. If customers are having technical issues with filing for unemployment and they cannot connect with the DES office, they can text UI to 336-882-4141, which is our local NCWorks Career Center. Filing your claim will go faster if you do have the following important information with you before you begin. So you must have your Social Security number. Also, you must have details from your most recent employer about separation, vacation, or severance pay you received, will receive, or will be entitled to receive. You must also provide details regarding any retirement pay, your bank routing number and account number if you would like unemployment payments sent directly deposited into your account. If you do not select direct deposit, those payments will be placed on a DES-issued debit card. You must also provide your work history for the past 2 years, the employer name as it appears on your check stub, your employer's payroll, and your physical address, telephone number, employment dates, rate of pay, and reason for separation from each employer. And lastly, you must have a valid email address. The weekly benefit amount is based on the earnings in the last 2 quarters of your base salary. Most people will qualify to receive less than half of what they generally earn. Unemployment insurance is not a wage replacement program. The maximum that you can earn is $350. And currently, the maximum number of weeks you can receive is 12 weeks. Those payments will be made by direct deposit or through a debit card. The DES Bank of America is the default method of payment. If you choose to receive those payments through direct deposit, you can do so at going to www.des.nc.gov, or you can complete the tax withholding and direct deposit form, which will be mailed to you after you file your claim. Unemployment insurance benefits are taxable, and you can use that tax withholding and direct deposit form to elect to have your state and federal taxes withheld. Right now, we're going to go over some frequently asked questions that are focused towards employers during the COVID-19 crisis. Are you able to file for unemployment benefits on behalf of your employees who may be affected by COVID-19? Yes. An attached claim is a claim that's filed by an employer on behalf of an employee who has been temporarily laid off or who has worked less than 60% of their customary scheduled full-time hours. Those employers who wish to file those claims for employees, there are specific requirements that you need to follow. If you want to learn more about those requirements, just click here on the link and it'll take you directly to that site. Will a business owner who is also paid a salary be eligible for unemployment insurance? Yes, a business owner required to pay unemployment insurance taxes for himself or herself may be eligible. Are independent contractors eligible? Independent contractors and self-employed workers are not typically eligible for unemployment insurance benefits. However, these individuals may qualify for federal pandemic unemployment assistance available as a result of COVID-19. The Division of Employment Security is awaiting those specific guidelines. If I have employees that are working intermittently, what should they do when filing for unemployment insurance benefits? If you do have employees that are working intermittently, for example, they're working 1 week on and 1 week off, they must report their gross earnings for the week in which they did the work, not the week in which they were paid when filing for their unemployment benefits. Will your employees have to look for work? Work search requirements are waived for claimants filing as a direct result of COVID-19. Those claimants filing for reasons other than COVID-19 are still required to search for work with at least 3 employer contacts each week they intend to receive unemployment insurance benefits. What effect does vacation and severance weeks have on eligibility for benefits? Any worker who receives severance pay is considered to be attached to that employer's payroll during that time, and they're not eligible for UI benefits. Paid time off or vacation and/or sick pay will not be considered separation pay if the payment was issued as a result of the employer's written policy established prior to your separation. Workers receiving paid time off under these conditions will not be disqualified from receiving benefits. Right now, we will learn about some employer supportive services that are available to you throughout the COVID-19 crisis. The CARES Act was recently signed last week to bring some economic relief to individuals and employers who have been impacted by the COVID-19 crisis. There are two specific programs that are available for small businesses. The first of which is the PPP, or the Paycheck Protection Program. This is a loan program for small businesses, nonprofits, sole proprietors, and independent contractors. Loan funding can be forgiven if those employers maintain their past payroll and they quickly rehire those employees. The loans are available through SBA 7 lenders, FDIC banks, and federal credit unions. If you click here on this link, it'll take you directly to a site so you can find which lenders are available in your specific community. Second is the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, or the SBA Disaster Loan Program. The CARES Act did expand this loan program with relaxed eligibility requirements and can grant up to $10,000. There is also an employee retention credit. This credit is available to employees fully or partially shut down or with 50% drop in gross receipts in a quarter compared to prior year. This refundable tax credit, it offers 50% of the wages, including employers' health plan expenses. The employers with more than 100 or less employees, this applies to employees not providing services. Also, for employers with 100 or less employees, it applies to all employees paid during the eligible period. Also, these employers are not eligible if they are receiving the Paycheck Protection Program or PPP loan. And this credit does allow for an advance payment of the credit. We do have some additional supportive services here locally. The United Way has provided a listing of community resources. If you click on the link here in this presentation, it will take you directly to the United Way of Greater Greensboro website, where you can learn of supportive services for nonprofits as well as for families. You can also connect with your local NCWorks Career Center for additional community resources that will benefit those impacted employees during this transition. If you click on the link here, it will take you to the NCWorks Career Center website, and if you go to the Worker Transition link, it will provide you with resources that can be a great assistance to those impacted employers. Also, if you connect with GuilfordWorks, our local workforce development board, we do have additional resources for employers. So if you click on the link or go to www.GuilfordWorks.org, you can learn about what those services are. And as always, we are here to help you during this challenging time. During this pandemic, the GuilfordWorks Business Services team will be operating on the hours of Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We are also available remotely, so all of the services, especially our rapid response services, we're able to provide to all employers who are in need virtually. So please contact us, and we have our information listed below. And we do thank you for joining us during this presentation. Please continue to stay safe during this time. If you need to contact us, our websites are listed here, our GuilfordWorks website, as well as our NCWorks Career Center website. Once again, we thank you for joining us. Be encouraged and stay safe.